Hello children, I am back again with another topic in English grammar today. Right? In the previous classes we have seen what are adjectives and what are adverbs. Right. So today we are going to look into prepositions and conjunctions. Ma'am, very difficult. Is that your part? Not at all. These words you use it every day. It is very common. Okay, when you were from your senior KG, you are using all these words. But there is no specific name given when you were very small. Now you are growing, right? So your syllabus is also little increasing with giving you some good names. That's all. Okay, right? So let's go into the subject now. Right, children? So let us see what are prepositions. Now, prepositions are nothing but it is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun. And that it is showing a relation to the noun or a pronoun. Understood now? Noun, pronoun, what madam? Noun is nothing but it is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Right? We call it as a noun. And what is a pronoun? A word which is used instead of a noun is a pronoun. That's all. So, before a noun or a pronoun, if you put some word that is telling us something about it or it is showing a relation, then we call it as a pronoun. Okay, we call it as a preposition. Okay, now here let us see what are all the different prepositions we have and where are we using these prepositions in and in which position or in which form. Okay, come on, let's look into it. Beside, under, in, on. Right? All this you are learning from when you were in senior KG only, right, my dear children? Yes. So, the words like beside, under, in, on. These prepositions, they represent where the object is placed. Okay? You are talking about the position of the object or any entity. Okay? Then we use the prepositions beside, under, in and on. Okay children? Now the prepositions like after, before, during. Now when are these prepositions used? When something is happening. Okay? Any situation is arising. At that point of time you use these prepositions called after, before and during. Okay children? Now let's look into certain examples wherein you will have a clear idea about where to use what. Understood? Okay. Now Mary sat beside me. Mary sat beside me. Here can you guess which is a preposition? Very correct. Beside is a preposition because it is telling the position. Right? Now it is telling where Mary is sitting. Where the noun. Okay? The position of the noun. Where that is beside. Understood? So the word beside here is a preposition. Now a man slept under a tree. A man slept under a tree. So the man was sleeping very nicely. There was a beautiful tree with lot of shade and the outside weather was very hot. So that man had a very good nap under the tree. Understood? So there the word under is showing the position of the noun, the relation between a noun and the object. Okay, so the word under becomes the preposition. Okay, and I'll give you one more example which generally happens in most of the houses nowadays, especially COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, now you are very frustrated because children are highly staying at home. Okay, you may be frustrated, right? And you are troubling your parents a lot, right? That is very natural. And mothers are also they have become restless. Parents have become restless, right? So if children are doing some naughty things, okay, and they want to hide from their parents, what do? Generally, small children, age of your age only, first, second, third classes. What do? They go, they do something, scribble something, do something. They come and hide somewhere. Where do they hide? Under the table, under the cot, under the bed. You do it, right? Yeah, I know, children. So there the word under is a preposition. Okay? Your sister will tell, Mama, my brother is under the table. So, under is a preposition. Understood now? Okay. Now, let's go to the next one. Doctor is in the hospital. Okay? Doctor is in the hospital. Now, can you tell which is the preposition here? Very good. in. Because it is telling the position of the doctor. It is telling where is he? In the hospital, inside the hospital. So the word in becomes a preposition. Don't throw the food on the bench. Okay? While you are eating in the class, teacher would tell you, come on my dear children, don't throw the food on the bench. So, which is a preposition now? On. On is a preposition. It is telling the position of the foot, which should not be thrown on. Means it is above. Okay? So, a cat is on the wall. Okay? On becomes a preposition. Smith ran after me. So, where did Smith was running? He was running after me, means behind. He was coming at the back of me. So, after means following. Understood? So, there the word after, it is telling us how it is happening. Something is happening. So, after word becomes a preposition. Now, drink water before every meal. Drink water before every meal. Okay, meal. Whenever before you eat food, you should drink 1 glass of water. So, there the word before is a preposition. It is telling something is happening. Okay, before. The word before becomes a preposition. Now, it is very hot during summer season. Okay, during becomes a preposition. Understood? Because complete season means it is very, very hot. So, we can write in a sentence as it is very, very hot during summer season. Now, understood children? What are prepositions and how are you going to use these prepositions? Yes? Okay. Now, let's go into the next topic. Very, very small conjunctions. Okay? Conjunctions are nothing but they are the words which are going to join few words or which is used to join a sentence. Okay? Conjunctions are the words which is used to join two different words or a sentence. Two different sentences you wanted to join. So that joining word is called as a conjunction. Understood? Now let us see what are all the conjunctions we have. And, or, and, but. Okay? And, or, but. Very simple. And. Ram and Rahul were playing in the garden. Ram and Rahul were playing in the garden. So, here which is a conjunction? Which word is a conjunction, children? And. Very good. Because Ram is a boy, Rahul is a boy. So, you are joining Ram and Rahul by using a conjunction called and. Okay? Yes, I had bread and milk as my breakfast. Okay? I had bread and milk as my breakfast. So, bread and the word milk are joined together by a conjunction called and. Understood? Now, or. Now, somebody is coming to your home. Okay? Then you do not know whether they would like to have coffee or tea. So, what your mom will ask? Yeah, can you please tell me what do you want to have? Do you want to have coffee or tea? Okay, the option is left, right? Or means either this or the other one. Understood? Yes. So, do you want to have coffee or tea? Okay, two are different entities. Okay, I am joining this by using a conjunction called or. Understood now, children? Yes? Okay. But. Okay, but. So, when do we use? This we use by joining two different sentences. Okay, now I am feeling sleepy, but I should complete my homework. Okay, I am feeling very sleepy. My teacher gave me so much of homework. Tomorrow I should show. Okay, now what should I do? I have to sit and write in the night. Right? So, how will I join the two sentences? I am feeling very sleepy, but I should complete my homework. Understood? Yes? Now, one more example. It's raining outside. You want to eat one ice cream. Now, what will happen? Let us see the sentence. I want to eat ice cream, but it is raining heavily. Understood? So, you want to eat it, but it is raining. So, these are two different sentences. I want to eat ice cream is one sentence. It is raining heavily is another sentence. So, these two sentences you are joining by the conjunction called but. Understood now, children? Yes, what are conjunctions and what are prepositions? Very simple. Okay, look into this video. Understand the concept. Okay, children? Then go to these page numbers in your term 3 textbook. Pages from 43 to 51. There are many exercises which are given. Try solving them. Have a better practice and you will have a concept perfection. Understood? So, just understanding the video is not sufficient for English grammar. You need to practice very well. How much ever practice you do in English, that much command you will have a very good command in the English subject and the English language also, because you will know where to use what. Understood now, children? Yes? Okay. Wishing you all a very best for your